Hey, hey, hey. All right. It is week 5 of The Only Way Through, which started with me making a promise to myself that I was going to start documenting my process of working through creative blocks and self-doubt, and also rewriting a story that that I don't commit or follow through with the promises to myself. So I promised myself I would start posting here, showing up no matter what is going on, how I'm feeling, whether I'm motivated to or not, but just to continue being here. And so that's what this is. If we have not met before, it's really nice to meet you. If we have met, thanks for being here. Yeah, week 5. It feels like a milestone of sorts, and it's nice to kind of celebrate that for myself and to mark it in small ways, because it's cool to see, like, oh yeah, this is week 5, and eventually, there'll be a week 10 and a week 20, and I'll have these videos of documenting how I was and how I was feeling at different points and the ups and downs, and that feels cool to see and to continue to grow. So yeah, I wanted to reflect upon something that I was talking about last week, which was that I was super nervous for something I had to do this week, even though it wasn't a super high stakes thing. It's not something I'd never done before, but I was feeling a lot of anxiety about it, and I wanted to report that I did it. I got through it. I felt overall pretty good about it and grounded and able to show up as me and work with all the different energies that were coming at me, and yeah, to stay present to what was happening for me. Like, even when something awkward or uncomfortable would happen, I was able to just kind of be like, yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and just keep going and reminding myself, what I was doing there, which was to work. And I had nice moments of connection with people. Some people, wouldn't necessarily want to talk to again, but that's okay. And yeah, I did it. And that feels good. Something that was helpful. Well, there were a few things that were helpful. One thing that I have learned to do is to really set myself up for success when I am anxious about something, and that looks like having a routine before the thing that feels good and grounding. So that's like exercise for me, stretching, sometimes a vocal warm-up. So that's a lot of like weird sounds, and for how I've learned it is to also like stretch and make sound. And I find that really helps to get me in my body. Also journaling, writing down all the fears, writing down a response to all those fears. And getting as good sleep as possible. It's always a good one. And not looking at my phone too much. Having very specified times of looking at my phone. I know everybody now talks about this, but just the feeling of when I look at my phone first thing in the morning, and immediately I just know that I'm training my brain to want to keep looking at it a lot throughout the day. And I notice how it affects my mood. And so I'm setting the intention for this week to really notice when that happens and when I've been scrolling for too long and distracting myself or numbing or doom scrolling. And just pulling back that energy, putting the phone in a different room or turning it on silent and putting it away, and just bringing my attention to focus on one thing at a time. So while I was at this work thing, I brought a book, which was helpful because sometimes at these things you can just like end up on your phone a lot. But I brought this book, which I've read before and I kind of come back to every so often, which is called Wherever You Go, There You Are. It's about mindfulness meditation in everyday life, and it's by Jon Kabat-Zinn. And I just find it's easy to read. It's kind of bite-sized chapters where he talks about the different things to keep in mind when you are practicing mindfulness, and I found that really helpful. Yeah, I also, another little thing that I did was doodle, make these kind of patterns and stuff, and I just focused on this. I wasn't listening to anything except for like sort of semi-hearing the people around me, but I just drew. It's really a practice in improv. Like if I make a mistake or, you know, color outside a line, I just kind of work with it and it becomes part of it, and I, you know, add something else that makes it flow into it. And yeah, so that was a helpful thing that I haven't done in a while, but I'm reminding myself how much I enjoy that. I basically used up like all the ink in this pen. But yeah, I did it. I got through the things. I'm here. I'm currently working on another little video. And this one I'm trying out coloring it in kind of a fun way, which has been cool. Sort of another skill that I am slowly chipping away at learning. And I'm feeling excited about that. So yeah, I guess the themes of this week is really slowing down in order to be mindful and really present to what is happening. Because when I'm training my brain by looking at my phone or doing multiple things at once, I just get burnt out, and then I'm not actually able to contribute anything or be creative because my mind is all over the place. Yeah, I'll probably end it there. Week 5. It's week 5. Cool. I hope wherever you are well. And let's keep showing up and doing our thing, because the world needs our creativity and our perspective more than ever. And yeah, all right. Talk soon. All the best.